Hello and welcome to Katherine Edwards Yoga. Today's practice is a slow, gentle flow with some meditation and restorative at the end. I recommend as props you have either a towel or a blanket, or if you have a yoga bolster at home, you could use that as well. And you can either come to sit on the yoga bolster or fold that towel or blanket. Find a seat for yourself, sits bones rooting down, crown of the head reaching up, shoulders relaxed back and down. Then you can bring the palms to heart center, start rubbing the hands together, building that warmth. And as you're doing this movement, bring to mind an intention for your practice today. Perhaps something you want to cultivate, just a reminder to focus yourself. When you're ready, we'll take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Feel that warmth get absorbed, that energy focusing on your intention. And keeping your hands on the body. And start to breathe into the hands, noticing the torso expand on the inhale. Reversing that movement, emptying the air out on the exhale. Keep that attention on the breath. Inhale, feeling the torso expand. Exhale, releasing. Option to move to Ujjayi breath, adding that slight constriction through back of the throat. So you're creating this whisper with your breath, lips sealed, air coming through the nose. The sound of the ocean waves, really bringing your concentration to that sensation, the air moving through your body, the sound of your breath coming in and out. And we'll use this breath as a concentration practice. So each time I remind you to come back to the breath, it's a reminder to connect back to the body, connect back to this present moment, connect back to that intention you set for yourself. Keeping the eyes closed, allow the hands to release down to the thighs, palms facing up. Empty the breath completely. And we'll take a slow inhale for 4 counts, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here at the top. And exhale slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty at the bottom. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here at the top. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty at the bottom. Take a deep inhale at your own pace. Deep exhale at your own pace. And you can open the eyes. We'll start taking some gentle neck circles. Think of the tip of the nose drawing a circle on a plane in front of you, either direction. Taking it however slow, however fast feels good. Finding a good stretch in one spot. You might pause for a moment. Move on when you feel ready. And reversing direction on that circle. Letting the chin graze the collarbone. Coming up and over to your own degree. Taking one more circle this direction. And bringing the head back to center. Take a gentle forward fold, just walking fingers in front, coming down to your own degree. Feeling that opening through the upper back. Option to walk hands over towards the right, find a side stretch. And then gently walking hands over other side, breathing space through the side body. Bring hands back to center. Start to walk it back in. We'll take a very slight back bend. Fingertips come behind. You can arch the back, look up. If it's comfortable, you might even lift the hips here. Coming back to a seat. Your cross legs, switch the cross of your ankles. And on the next inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, take it to a twist to the right. Right hand comes to the ground behind you, left hand resting on the right thigh. One more breath here. On your next inhale, reach arms up overhead, back to center. Exhale, twist opposite direction. Left hand coming behind. Right hand to the left knee or thigh. Feeling that length through the spine. And making your way back to center, arms reach overhead. Taking it once again to a gentle forward fold, walking fingers in front of you. Start walking hands back in, bringing up to a seat. You can make your way to a tabletop pose, and there's the option to grab your towel or blanket, have a little cushion under the knees. Coming to your tabletop, we'll start moving with the breath in cat and cow. On an inhale, belly will lower, neck and head look up. Exhale, round the spine, looking towards the navel. Moving with your own breath, inhale to arch the back. Exhale, rounding in, shoulders reaching up to the sky. Taking one more round at your own pace of breath. From tabletop, you can walk hands a few inches in front. Take some circles around the hands and the knees. The torso coming over, around, back. And then reversing direction on those circles. Getting some movement into the hips and shoulders. And eventually you'll make your way to a child's pose. Hips over heels, arms in front. Allowing the head to either rest on the mat or just letting the head hang gently. On the next inhale, come back up to tabletop. We'll set up for puppy pose, walking hands about 6 to 12 inches further forward. Keeping hips lifted, chest will melt down towards the ground. Feeling that extension through the spine. Opening through the shoulders, opening through the chest. When you're ready, you can take it into a down dog, curling the toes, lifting hips high, and it might feel nice to pedal the legs here, bending one knee and the other, just easing into the shape. Maybe even playing with a bend of both knees, really finding that extension through the spine again, just like you had in puppy pose. And once you have that, option to start pressing heels back down towards the ground. Inhale, come forward to plank pose, then lower the knees, the chest, the chin, and we'll inhale to a cobra, lifting chest, neck, and head, staying here for about 2 breaths, feeling that opening through the front chest, heart reaching forward. Releasing back to the ground. On the inhale, come up cobra, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, cobra, look up over the right shoulder. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, look straight ahead. Exhale, release down. Press it back to child's pose. 2 breaths in child's. Returning back to your downward facing dog. On your inhale, you can reach the right leg. We'll keep it lifted and take some ankle circles, some knee circles, maybe stack the hips, bend the top knee, feel that opening through the side body. Any movement here that feels good as you start to wake up that right leg, right hip. Coming back to your three-legged dog. Inhale, step forward to a low lunge. Back knee will lower, arms reach overhead. Keep feeling that lift of the heart reaching up, crown of the head reaching up as well. Bringing hands back down to the earth. We'll step back to a plank pose, taking it knees, chest, chin to lower. Inhale through cobra. Exhale, press back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Same options here for the ankle circles, knee circles, stacking the hips, bending the top knee, taking any movement to wake up that left side body. Coming back to your three-legged dog. On the next exhale, step forward with the left foot, right knee will lower. Inhale, arms overhead, low lunge, other side. Release hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose, lowering through an optional vinyasa flow. Making your way back to your downward facing dog. On the next inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step forward with the right foot, back knee lowers, low lunge. This time you can bring hands to top of the right thigh. Reach the hips forward so you feel that opening through that front left hip. Keep the heart reaching up. And again, if this is uncomfortable, you can use that blanket or towel as padding for the back knee. One more full breath here. Bring it back up to your low lunge, arms reach overhead, stacking the hips. Palms come to the earth, step forward to a forward fold, top of the mat. You can keep a soft bend of the knees, maybe grip each elbow, have a little sway side to side. And releasing the hands, start a slow roll up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Coming to your mountain pose, top of the mat. On the inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale to a forward fold. You can keep that soft bend of the knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Step back to plank or tabletop, moving through an optional vinyasa flow, making your way back to a down dog. From down dog, inhale, left leg will lift. Exhale, step left foot forward, right knee down, lifting arms overhead to come to a low lunge. Place hands on top of the left thigh. Bring the hips forward, bending that front knee so you're finding that opening this time in the right side hip flexor. Keeping the heart lifted. Two more breaths here. And releasing to your low lunge. Place hands on the ground, step forward to your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, rise to stand, reach arms overhead. Exhale, palms to prayer, releasing by your side. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Step the left knee back, coming to your low lunge, arms reach overhead. We'll cactus the arms and then take an eagle variation, wrapping left under right, either finding an eagle bind or you can take a gentle hug if that's better on the shoulders. Feeling the shoulders squeeze together in front, opening through the shoulder blades in the back. Releasing the arms back up overhead. And we'll take an interlace of the hands behind the back. Counter stretch here as you feel that opening of the heart center, shoulder blades squeezing together behind, lifting the heart center. Release hands down to the ground, step back, plank or tabletop, moving through an optional vinyasa flow, making your way back to a down dog. On the next inhale, right leg will lift. Exhale, step the right foot forward, low lunge, same side. This time we're going to take a diagonal side stretch. Bring that right hand to that back left thigh. Left arm reaches up and over at a diagonal, finding that space through the left rib cage. Option to stay there or take it to a prayer twist. Left elbow to the right thigh, palms stacked together in prayer, feeling that twist through the middle and upper back. Releasing hands to the ground, step up, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer, releasing by the sides. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Step the right foot back, low lunge. This time left foot is forward, arms reach overhead. Cactus the arms, and we'll take that eagle wrap, right arm wrapping under the left, either that eagle bind or that hug. So you're feeling those elbows pressing forward and up, creating space through the upper back. Releasing arms back up overhead. Change it to that interlace, seeing if you can cross opposite finger on top this time. Lifting the heart, lifting the gaze, feeling that opening through the front body. Release the hands down to the ground. Step back, plank pose, optional vinyasa flow, making your way to your down dog. On the next inhale, left leg will lift. Exhale, step the left foot forward, right knee comes down, low lunge. Setting up for the diagonal side stretch, left hand comes to the back thigh, right arm reaches up and over for that side bend. Either staying here or taking it to your prayer twist, you can draw that right elbow top of the left thigh. Palms come together in prayer. Prayer twist. Keeping that extension of the spine, crown of the head reaching forward, finding that length through the torso, allowing you to deepen in your twist. Release hands down to the ground. Step back, tabletop or plank. Moving through your choice of flow, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, look to top of the mat, walk or hop to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, meeting back, mountain pose. Step the left foot back, coming to your warrior two, facing long edge of your mat, arms out wide, back heels in about 45 degrees. Reversing the warrior, right palm will reach towards that back of the mat. Left hand can either rest on the back thigh or a half bind behind the small of the back. Breathing space through the right side body. Coming back to your warrior two, arms parallel. We'll set up side angle pose. Front forearm, top of the thigh. Left arm can reach either overhead or out 45 degrees. Feel that extension through the left side body, back foot rooting down, top arm reaching up or forward. Release back to your warrior two. We'll take it to triangle pose, start to straighten the front leg, walk the back foot in a few inches, and reach forward, out and down, taking that 90-degree rotation through the torso. Bottom hand can rest gently on the shin, top hand reaches overhead, feeling that twist through the upper back. If it's comfortable, look up at the top arm. Coming back to your warrior two, we're going to set up for pyramid pose. Take hands to the hips. We're going to straighten the front leg, step that back foot in about 6 inches and readjust hips to face forward. Hands can come behind, either gripping each elbow, maybe taking reverse prayer. Keeping that length through the spine, reach that heart forward over the front leg. Only going as far as you can while maintaining that length through the upper body. Bring it back up, release the hands, step up top of the mat. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise to stand back up, meeting back mountain pose. This time we'll step the right foot back, warrior two, second side. Arms reaching wide. Weight evenly balanced, front and back leg. Keep that opening through that front inner thigh, knee stacked on top of the ankle. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand will reach back, right hand rests on the back thigh or take a half bind. Front knee keeps pressing forward, back arm reaching back, finding that length through the side body stretch. Bring it back to warrior two. Take it to your side angle pose. Front forearm to the thigh, right arm reaches either up or forward 45 degrees. Think of that extension going both directions, grounding through the back foot, extending with that top arm. Come back up, warrior two. Setting up for triangle, straightening the front leg, adjusting the feet. Reach forward, out and down. Top arm reaches overhead, finding that twist through the middle and upper back. And keep the legs engaged, slight squeeze of the inner thighs so you feel that lift of the hips. And keep that lift going through the spine, crown of the head extending forward, arms reaching wide each direction. Bring it back up, warrior two. Hands to hips, we'll set up for pyramid. Step the back foot in a few inches, hips face forward. And then you can take that variation with the arms either gripping each elbow or a reverse prayer. Keep that length through the spine, start to reach that heart forward and down over the front leg, breathing space through the hamstring. Release and stand back up. Coming back to stand top of the mat. On your inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to prayer. Release by your sides. Step to face the long edge of your mat, setting up for a wide leg forward fold. You can start with hands on hips. Hinging from the hips, take it into your fold. Option for hands to release down to the mat, maybe pointing fingers to face the opposite edge. An option to start walking hands a little further behind you. Might feel nice to add a little sway side to side, bending the knees, nodding the head. Just allowing yourself to hang heavy here, letting gravity pull you deeper in the shape. One more big breath here. And you can start walking the hands back up, lifting up to stand. We'll come down one more time. Option to take an interlace of the fingers behind the back. Coming down into your forward fold, letting the head hang heavy. Again, might feel nice to have some movement side to side, sway the shoulders side to side. And if you prefer a different arm variation, you could take that here as well. One more breath. Bring it back up to stand, release the arms. We'll step the feet in just a little wider than hips width, toes point out 45 degrees. Coming to Malasana, Yogi Squat, palms to prayer. Option for the elbows to press in the inner thighs. Again, you can take a little sway side to side, enjoy this hip opener. And when you're ready, you can start to make your way down to a seat, sitting facing front of the mat, legs extended. Might feel nice to sit on top of that folded blanket or towel. And bend the left knee, sole of the foot against inner right thigh. Arms will lift overhead. And on an exhale, take it to a forward fold, heart reaching over that front right leg, maybe grabbing the foot, the ankle, the calf. Coming back to your breathing, start to slow it down again. Each exhale, allowing yourself to sink a little deeper in the shape. Lifting back up, we'll take it to Stargazer. Legs stay as they are, left hand plants on the ground behind. Lift the hips up, right arm can reach overhead, maybe take some wrist circles or arm circles. So you're getting this opening through the front body and a side stretch here as well. Toby finally moves so you can see. Come on back down to a seat. We'll transition through butterfly, feet together, knees out wide. Heart reaches forward, coming into that forward fold, opening through the inner hips. Option for elbows to press into the inner thighs, getting a little deeper opening here as well. Bringing it back up. We'll extend left leg long, right sole of the foot to the inner left thigh, and inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, take it to your forward fold. 3 full breaths here. Again, allowing your exhale to release you into the shape. Bring it back up, taking Stargazer second side, right hand to the ground, lifting the hips high, top arm can reach behind, maybe some wrist circles, arm circles, any other movement here that feels good. Getting that heart opener, that side body stretch. And bringing it back down to a seat. One more round of butterfly here. Heart reaching forward, opening through the hips. Lifting it back up, use hands to scoop knees together. And we'll set up for bridge, so you can move any props like that towel or blanket out of the way. Come to lie down on the mat, feet on the floor, knees up, setting up for bridge. On the inhale, pressed feet, lift the hips high. Option to interlace the fingers, shimmy shoulder blades underneath, keeping that legs engaged so you can feel that lift of the heart reaching both up and towards the back of the mat. Releasing back down, we'll come to constructive rest. Knees pressed together, maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And we'll set up for a twist. You can roll over to your left side, keeping the knees bent on top of each other, arms reaching straight in front of you. When you're ready, we'll reach that right arm up and over into the twist, reaching to the ground behind you. If it's comfortable, you can look back at that right arm. We'll be in this twist for about a minute, so if you want to grab any props for that right arm to rest on, feel free to grab that and set yourself up. When you're ready, we'll close that twist, right arm coming back to meet the left where you started. And you can slowly roll over to the other side, lying with knees bent, arms reaching straight in front. When you're ready, left arm will reach up and over, taking that twist. Again, setting yourself up to make the shape comfortable for you. And again, you can close that twist when you're ready, left arm coming back to meet the right. Bringing yourself back to lie down on the ground. We'll take a supine butterfly, feet together, knees out wide. Option to have the bolster or rolled up towel or blanket under the knees if you feel like you need support here. Arms can either rest by the sides or resting on the body. If you're enjoying the shape, you're welcome to stay. Otherwise, we're going to make our way to a seat for seated meditation. You can use your hands to scoop the knees together and then roll over to one side. On your own time, coming up to come to sit. Once again, you can grab any props like that towel or blanket to sit on so the hips are raised slightly over the heels. And as you're settling into your seat, once again, feel the sits bones rooting down, making that connection with the earth beneath you. Crown of the head will reach high, feeling that sense of ease as you find your alignment here. Not forcing anything, Just allowing your body to come to this moment of stillness. Allowing for the movement of the breath through your body. Connecting with the sensations here. And you don't have to force the breath to do anything, but you are bringing your awareness. What does it feel like for the air to enter and exit through the nose? What does it feel like for the air to move in and out from the belly, from the ribs, through the back, the chest? And can you even imagine that air moving through your entire body, bringing in whatever your intention was on each inhale, and you giving that back out to the world on your exhale. Finding the cycle with each breath, the air moving through you, this life energy moving through you. And see if the mind will start to quiet down. And if it starts to wander off, that's okay. See if you can remind it to come back to this present moment, this feeling of just sitting here breathing. And bring your awareness back to your breath and back to your body. You're welcome to stay in this seated meditation. Or as an alternative, we're going to take a restorative pose, fish pose. You can grab that bolster if you have one, or you can make a bolster with your towel or blanket. Starting with the rectangular shape of your towel or blanket like this. And then making a cylinder as you start to roll that blanket up, placing it vertically on the top half of the mat. And you'll come to sit on the mat, legs extended in front, small of the back placed just against the edge of bolster or little blanket, lying back down on it so that the shoulders roll off either side, and you're feeling this heart opener. Allowing gravity to let you release into the shape. Closing the eyes, and once again, coming back to the sensation of the breath moving through your body. You're welcome to stay in this shape. Or if you'd like to move to a traditional Shavasana, you can start bending the knees, rolling over to one side. Be aware you're coming off the prop. You might choose to come up to a seat for a moment, and there's the option to move that bolster or rolled up blanket just under the knees, giving them some support as you return to lie back down on the ground, letting the body come to its own restful shape, allowing yourself to just be present in this moment, connecting the benefits of this practice, connecting back to simply being here. And start to become aware of your breath again. Become aware of the body. Move the fingers, the toes. It feels nice to reach the arms overhead, stretch out the body long. And on your own timing, roll over either side. Bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat. So we're beginning right back where we started. Once again, bring palms to heart center, rubbing the hands together, building that warmth. Connecting back with the intention from the start of class. Taking one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Feel that energy be absorbed into you. Breathing into the palms, exhaling that energy back out to the world. Palms together in prayer. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I honor you, we honor ourselves, and we honor the roots of this practice.